Welcome to another video. Today's topic is common denominators. Ordering fractions. So, how do you order half, a quarter, and a third from highest to lowest? So in order to work out the order of these fractions from highest to lowest, you have to find the common denominator. And one way to do that is by converting all the denominators to the same number so that you can compare which numerator is greater than the other. So in order to get the common denominator, you have to find the LCM, so lowest common multiple. And to find the lowest, you don't need to find the lowest common multiple, you just need to find a common multiple between 2, 4 and 3. So a common multiple between 2, 4 and 3 is 2 times 4 times 3, which is 24. You want to convert half, a quarter and a third to a fraction with a denominator of 24. So you want to find x for each of them. In order to do that, you have to know a specific rule. So whatever you do to a numerator, you have to do to the denominator to keep the same fraction. So for example, 2 over 6 is the same as 1 over 3 because you times the top and bottom by 2. Okay, so just keep this in mind. A half, how do you convert this to a number over 24? 2 times 12 gives you 24. So 1 times 12 will give you 12 over 24. 12 over 24 is half, but just in another form, with a quarter. To get 24, you have to multiply by 6. So you do the same with the top. So it becomes 6 over 24. And with a third, to get 24, you have to multiply by 8. 3 times 8. Same thing with 1. So then that becomes 8 over 24. So now you have three fractions. 12 over 24, which is half. 6 over 24, which is a quarter, and 8 over 24, which is a third. And now you can simply order them by judging by the size of the numerator. Okay, since we're doing from highest to lowest, 6 over 24 would be the smallest, so it would go on the left side, on the right hand side, sorry. And then it's 8 over 24. Then the highest is 12 over 24. So this would be your answer. This would be your order. 12, 24 to 8, 24 and 6 over 24. The question would ask you write them in this form, in the simplest form. So you have to convert them back to simplest form. So half, a third, and then a quarter. This would be your answer. 3 over 5, a quarter, and 5 over 9. Put these in order. So what is a common denominator? A common denominator would be 5 times 4 times 9. Like I did before, just multiply all the denominators together and you get a common multiple. So 5 times 4, which is 20, times 9, which is 180. So this would be your denominator for the new fractions you make. So 35 times what would equal 180? 36. So you times 5 and 3 by 36. And that would give you 36 over 180. Do the same for 1 over 4. So 4 times what would give you 180? 45. So you do 1 times 45 as well. So the answer would be, so this would give you 45 over 180. Do the same for 5 over 9. 9 times 20 gives you 180. So you do the same with the numerator. 5 times 20 is 100. So now you have these three fractions. I just noticed I made a mistake here. So 3 times 36, 108. There you go. Right, so now you put them in order. Let's say the question's asking you to put them in order from lowest to highest. So the lowest would be 45, just looking at the numerator, and then 100 over 180, and then 108 over 180. Let me just write that there. And now you convert them back to the original form. So 45 over 180 is 1 over 4. And then 100 over 180 is 5 over 9. And the last one is 3 over 5. So this would be your final answer. Another example. 6 over 7, 7 over 8, and half. Put these in order from lowest to highest. First of all, you find the common denominator. So 7 times 8, which is 56. 56 is a multiple of 2, so we leave it like that. So this would be your common denominator. So 6 over 7. 7 times what would give you 56? 7 times 8. So you do that with the numerator. This would give you 48 over 56. 7 over 8. So this times 7 would give you 49 over 56. Half times 28, and 1 times 28 would give you 28 over 56. You put them in order from lowest to highest just by looking at the numerator. 28, and then 48, and then 49. Convert them back to the original forms. So 28 over 56 is half, 48 over 56 is 6 over 7, and 49 over 56 is 7 over 8. This would be your answer. Right, adding and subtracting fractions using common denominator method. Half plus 1 over 3. How do you work this out? Same as ordering fractions. You find the common denominator by finding the lowest common multiple. So you do that by timesing 2 times 3, which is 6. So half becomes 3 over 6, since you times both the denominator and numerator by 3. And then 1 over 3 becomes 2 over 6. Since 2 times 3 is 6, so 2 times 1 is 6. So the answer would be 5 over 6. Another example, 5 over 12 plus 1 over 4. Find the common denominator. Common denominator is 12. See, sometimes you don't need to multiply them. Just leave it as it is and convert only one of the fractions. So 1 over 4, convert that into a fraction with a denominator of 12. You do 1 over 4 times 3 and numerator times 3. So that would give you 5 over 12 plus 3 over 12. That would give you 8 over 12. Simplify to 2 over 3. That would be your answer. Add 3 over 10 to 3 over 7. Again, find the common multiple. The common multiple is 70. 10 times 7 equals 70. So then you do 3 times 7 over 10 times 7. And 3 times 10, 3 times 10 over 7 times 10. So that would give you 21 over 70 plus 30 over 70. So the answer would be 51 over 70. Nice and easy. Subtraction is pretty much the same thing. So 4 over 5 minus 1 over 4. Find the common denominator. 5 times 4 equals 20. So then you convert these fractions into a common denominator. So 16 over 20 minus 5 over 20, which would give you 11 over 20. 7 over 8 minus 1 over 3, which will give you, find a common denominator. 8 times 3, which is 24. So 7 times 3 is 21. 21 over 24, and then minus 8 over 24. And this would give you 13 over 24. One more example. 5 over 12 minus 1 over 5. Common denominator is 60. So 5 times 5 over 12 times 5 minus 1 times 12 over 5 times 12, which is 25 over 60 and 12 over 60. So the answer is 13 over 60. Just correct this. There we go. 13 over 60. Here are some exercises for you to do. Pause the video and try and solve them on your own. Okay, so first of all, you want to convert all of them into a common denominator. So 3 over 10, 4 over 5, and 7 over 100. 7% means 7 over 100. The common denominator is 100. So convert those. Since 10, 5, and 100, they are multiples, okay, of all of them. So 100 is a multiple of 100, since 100 times 1. 100 is a multiple of 5, since 5 times 20, and then 10 times 10 for 10. Okay, so you convert all of them. So 3 times 10 is 30, 30 over 100. 4 times 20 is 80, 80 over 100. And 7, you leave 7 like that. You put them in order. Let's say the question is asking you from lowest to highest in each case. So you put them from, so 7 over 100, 30 over 100, and then 80 over 100. And then you convert them back to the original fractions. Convert all of these into fractions. So 0.2 is 2 over 10, which is equal to 1 over 10. So 1 over 5, sorry. 1 over 5. So 1 over 5, half, and 8 over 9. Find the common denominator. Common denominator is 90. So then you convert all of these fractions to a denominator with 90. So 1 over 5. 5 times 18 is 90. So 18 over 90. 45 over 90. And 80 over 90. Put them in order from lowest to highest, and that will be your answer. 23% is 23 over 100. 4 over 7. And 7 over 10. A common denominator is 700. So then you do 23 times 7 over 100 over 700, sorry. And then 400 over 700 and 490 over 700. And you put them in order. So 23 times 7 is 140, 161, 161 over 700, and 400 over 700, and then 490 over 700. Put them in order and you'll get your answer. Last but not least, question 4. So question 4 might look a bit tricky, but if you look carefully, you can actually simplify each fraction. So 22 over 33, you can divide both the numerator and the denominator by 11, which will give you 2 over 3. And then 36 over 72, divide both of those by 36, that would give you a half. And then for 24 over 96, you can divide both of them by 24, and that would give you 1 over 4. Common denominator is 12. So 2 times 4 is 8. 1 over 6, 6 over 12. And then 3 over 12. Put them in order and you get your answer. Here are some more subtraction and addition questions. Pause the video and try to do these on your own. So 8 over 9, 9 times 7 is 63. So use that as your common denominator. So 8 times 7 over 63 minus 6 times 9 over 63. That would give you 56 over 63 minus 54 over 63, which is 2 over 63. Common denominator is a common multiple of 10 and 8 is 80, or 40. You could do 40 as well. So 5 times 4 over 40 minus 1 times 5 over 40. So then that would give you 20 over 40 minus 5 over 40. This would give you 25 over 40. You can then simplify. So 5 over 8. We could have simplified at the start here, because this is actually half, but you can always do it at the end. 3 over 7 plus 4 over 9. A common denominator of 7 and 9 is 63, like we did before in question 1. So 3 times 9 over 63 plus 4 times 7 over 63. That would give you 27 over 63 plus 4 times 7 is 28. I nearly forgot my times tables there. And this would give you 55 over 63. Last question, 9 over 11 plus 3 over 10. A common denominator is 11 times 10, and that is 110. So 9 times 10 over 110 plus 3 times 11 over 110. And then this will give you 90 over 110 plus 33 over 110. Add these together and this would give you 123 over 110. Okay, thank you guys for watching. This is the end of the video. I hope this was helpful and see you in the next video.